All right.
Maybe we should take a break from AEW.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks.
I know. It's not fun.
Wrestling's bad now.
I know. I thought Raw was fun.
It was fun when we were there.
It was. Alexa,
but it sucked.
Tell us about Conjuring 2. Oh, fuck off then. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
Oh, it just sucks seeing Liv injured. Like
I know that did suck. All of a sudden, it's like, oh. Well.
And they didn't even give us something extra after.
No, they didn't.
They're like, oh yeah, that match didn't happen.
Yeah.
Well, on to the last thing.
Yeah.
And it's like y'all couldn't have put anything on this show.
I know.
You could have just pulled two.
Random.
Do you know Nikki Bella was backstage? She was going to interfere in that match.
Was she?
Yep.
I figured. Oh, that sucks. Imagine just coming for that and then you're fucking getting to do anything.
Well, apparently, Liv was so entwined in the storylines that they were doing for Evolution that they have to completely redo the card for Evolution now.
It's not good.
Yeah.
That's too bad. And I don't want to see anybody hurt.
I know, it sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
And it's not Kairi Sane's fault. That was a
not.
totally normal takedown.
It is not.
People get injured in
People
wrestling.
like to fucking bitch about it, that it's somebody else's fault. She just literally, it's an accident. That's what happens when you have injuries like that.
As much as we were joking there, like, oh, Zoe Stark got injured with Kairi Sane.
She did.
And now she did. We didn't actually mean it. Like,
no. She's just involved in it. Who cares? It happens.
Just because she was in the match doesn't mean that she did it or she's responsible.
I mean, if you watch it, it happens every time. It's a bump.
Yep.
But it's a bump that she put too much weight on.
Well, Zoe Starks was...
She fucked it
up. That was a fuck up.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of fucked up in that one. So
that is a bad injury.
That
is much worse than a dislocated shoulder.
Yeah.
That involves surgery. Mm-hmm. Ligaments just don't fix themselves. I know, I feel bad. Anyways, Alexa, tell me about The Conjuring 2.
The Conjuring 2 is a 2016 supernatural horror film directed by James Wan, starring Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga as paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Alexa, I hate your new voice.
I understand. I couldn't save your preference. There's no active media playing right now.
Alexa, stop.
There we go. Yeah, so
fuck that thing.
So this is our Conjuring Beach Bash.
Yeah, Conjuring Beach Bash.
Yeah.
Man, you'd think I would have come up with something better than that.
Yeah, that's alright. It's alright.
Welcome to the beach.
Yeah.
There's nothing here.
No.
We don't even have the J-Edge bags.
I know. I don't know what happened to them.
Wait, you lost them?
No, they're around here somewhere. I was going to get a poster, but I forgot.
Oh.
Yeah, for the Conjuring. I kind of forgot.
Oh.
It's alright.
We suck, what can I say?
What can we say? We suck. We spent all day yesterday, I mean I did at least, watching these fucking movies. I mean, it does take effort. It does take time. And especially that one time when we did the Stephen King October, that took a lot of time.
It just reminds me of Savannah being like, don't tell them things that they're not getting.
What do you mean?
Well,
like cheap rent?
Like, no, you can't tell people that that you were gonna do something and then not do, and then but we didn't instead.
Like what?
Like we just did.
Like what though?
Like, oh, we were gonna have a poster, but we didn't.
Oh yeah. It just happens. It happens. Life gets in the way. Life on life's terms, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's okay. Thanks for watching.
Anyway, this is a Hallmark movie.
Sure. Yeah, Conjuring 2, and I'm Mikeshake.
I'm Johnny Juicebox.
Yeah.
We're here doing B-Views.
Yes. B-Views of Conjuring Beach Bash.
Conjuring Beach Bash.
Yay.
B-Views.
Yay.
You know what's nice about this special is we don't have to do any Generation Wars.
Oh, God. Well, that's why we did it. We found 9 movies.
Because
this comes out on Labor
we
Day.
were like, we have 9 weeks.
Labor Day weekend.
No.
Yeah. Labor Day weekend, that's when, I believe that's when the movie comes out. Last week.
That's right. This is the first one that's not coming out in the summer.
Yeah.
They
Well,
really-
I mean, technically it is the summer, but
They really
it's
gave
the
up
end
on
of summer.
this. They really gave up on this franchise.
I don't know why.
It's like it was starting to get better.
Yeah, The Devil Made Me Do It. I mean, that
was great.
I like that movie.
Hopefully, Last Rites will be good.
I hope so.
You know what's a really good marathon?
What?
Insidious.
Yeah, you think so?
I think Insidious as a franchise is stronger than Conjuring.
Do you?
And I've said that for a long time.
I never did watch that last one.
The last one was really good.
Was it? What was it, Lost Key or something?
The Red Door.
Oh, Red Door, that was it. Yeah. I never did watch that. Was that the one where he's older, the boy?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's in college.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that one was good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw it on my own.
Did you?
No one would see it with me.
Really? Sab didn't want to see it with you?
Maybe she couldn't. I don't remember.
Oh.
It was something, and I was like, well,
I'm going to watch it by myself.
I'm going to go watch it by myself.
Yeah, there you go. Fuck it. Nice.
Anyway.
Yeah, so Conjuring 2.
Conjuring 2.
Tell me a little bit about the Conjuring 2, John.
It's a haunted house movie about a house in Britain that's haunted.
Yeah. Did we ever learn why she became haunted?
Why? Who became haunted?
Janet?
I
Is
don't
it because of the
think
chair?
so. The chair?
Yeah.
Well,
Chair in which Bill died in.
I don't think we find out. I don't think we found out. I know in real life, this one is one of those hauntings, unlike the Perrin haunting, where everyone in the house experienced the same shit over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Even the police came to investigate and they experienced shit. This one's interesting in real life.
It is. Because it happens to a kid.
But
And it kind of reminds me of Sinister.
this is also the one in real life that kind of has the most evidence that it's fake.
Really?
Yeah. Because they did catch her on video faking events. They did catch that kind of shit. But a lot of the stuff was also like some of it was like, oh, this was faked. Some of it was like, I don't know how that happened. So I don't know. A lot of people will see one fake thing, one thing that's faked, and just be like, it's all bullshit. Which
Yeah.
could be, could not be.
Maybe.
Either way, this is an interesting one.
I like this movie. I do.
Do you think a kid can make the voices that she was doing?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Alright.
You?
I don't know. Kids do weird shit.
That's pretty hard, though.
Yeah.
I love that scene.
The
When the Warrens come and they're seeing them, and then in the background, Janet turns into Bill.
Oh yeah,
That's a good scene.
that is a good one.
Yeah.
When she's talking and she turns into Bill and then like turns back into
Yeah.
Janet. Yeah.
I like that scene. Cool cinematography.
Yeah. This one, above all the others, has really cool cinematography.
Yep. Yeah,
Like-
so we start the movie with Amityville.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I really liked. It was like, oh, we got Amityville now.
I like that they recreated the really famous photo from
yeah.
Amityville.
Yep, the kid in the corner.
Amityville also very famously has like 1,000,001 different people claiming to have faked it, which is just makes me be like, I don't
Fuck you, George
I don't
Lutz.
know if this is faked or not,
Right.
because like the lawyer for the DeFeos said that he faked it. I don't remember if it was George Lutz said he faked it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said he faked it. Someone
for
else
money.
said he faked it for money. Someone else said, like, someone else that was in the house said that they had faked it for money. So, if everyone was faking everything,
Right.
but all of them claim to have done it in different ways for different things, and that's what makes it weird.
It does. It does.
I don't know if we'll ever find out what happened at Amityville, just because the entire thing is a fucking shit show.
It is. It very much is. And it has to deal with money. And money makes it murky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All I know is that the book based on it, the Amityville Horror, is one of the worst horror books I've ever read.
Oh, I know. That's bad, isn't
It's
it?
so fucking boring.
Oh, it's so bad.
Terrible. Absolutely.
Even though the Amityville OG, that's a very good movie.
Oh, yeah. But Anyway. I do know that the kids, the people who were in the house, had a really good relationship with Lorraine Warren, apparently.
Yep.
In this one.
Yep.
There is footage of them seeing each other for the first time since the haunting.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that was really
They brought
cool.
them to set, and they brought them to set on the same day that
Really?
Lorraine was there, and
shit.
they hugged and like were just very happy.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that was really cool to see.
Yeah, it was. It's
So the original kids then.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
It was Janet and Margaret.
Mhm.
It was
Those
those
the
two.
older ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two that roomed together.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were both on set.
Okay. And the boys?
No.
No.
I think the boys are the ones who say that this was fake.
Hmm.
Right?
Maybe.
I don't know. This is a
I
weird one.
I mean, I personally, I don't know if it was.
I think the Enfield haunting is strange because we're so many cameras on it at all times, and that makes it really interesting, and it also makes it very visual.
What do you think?
I don't know.
What are your thoughts?
I don't know.
Okay.
I agree. It would be really difficult for a kid to make, like, not the way she does it in this movie, the way it sounds on the tape recorder. I think that would be difficult for a young girl to do. Is it impossible?
No.
No. But I think it would be difficult. But it is what it is. I do know that they found footage of her faking stuff. There's a video of a chair levitating during a seance or something that they were doing in the house that Janet was sitting on, and Ed Warren like pushes down on the back of the chair to stop it from shaking. I don't know,
Okay.
because a lot of the footage is also old, so it's kind of like difficult to parse out because it's not the clearest stuff.
Right.
It's one of those things. I don't think we'll ever fully know. There's a lot of evidence that stuff was faked there, though. So I don't necessarily think everything that happened was real. But
Right.
maybe.
Right. Because there's a lot more to gain with it being fake than it being real.
Yeah.
I mean, especially, in terms of, like, the housing, with, her being a single mom. And
Yeah.
in Britain in that time,
Yeah. And that's the thing, though, is that her mom lived in the house until she died.
Yeah, she
Like-
never moved.
They never moved.
No.
Which is why it was like, if the whole thing was to change houses, then why didn't you?
Right.
And that's, I don't know. There's so much weirdness to it. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's a weird haunting, too.
It is a weird haunting. But I
Very.
think a lot of that has to do with the fact that it was so publicized. So, like, even if it was a real haunting and real stuff was going on, I think that what happened was a bunch of cameras started getting pointed on people. People suddenly got they were like, well, something has to happen for the cameras, so some people faked some stuff. I know that they had a camera guy who was there, and he insisted that what happened there was real.
Okay.
Like the reporter.
Mm-hmm.
He insisted that
Like the Maurice Gross?
No, he's dead, I think.
Okay. Oh yeah, I would imagine he is.
No, it was like the reporter that shows up in the movie.
Okay.
The one that gets out of the car and he's like, "Excuse me, can we come in, like, look at your house and stuff?" It's that guy.
Okay. Okay.
And he seemed to be very convinced
Okay.
by the stuff that he saw there.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is another weird one. This is one of the ones where what the Warrens say happened actually matches up with what everyone there said happens.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And that doesn't always happen.
Right.
Like the Parent House or Amityville, because every single person who went to Amityville has a different fucking story about what the fuck happened at Amityville. Yeah.
There's something about that original Amityville. It's just a creepy film.
That's a good movie. We should do the whole Amityville series.
Oh, those are so many bad movies.
There are like 15 of those, and
There are
only
so
one of them's
many
good.
bad movis.
I think the only other one I've seen was Dollhouse of Amityville.
I never even knew that existed.
Yeah. I think it's like the 8th movie.
Oof.
It has nothing to do with Amityville.
Have not.
I don't even think it takes place at the house.
Oh, we'd have to do a Gen War.
Oh, we'd have to do like 3 Gen Wars.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we? I
I
guess
just know there's a remake with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh man, I hate that movie.
Do you?
And I was a kid when I was in high school when I saw it.
Right.
But I remember thinking, this is boring.
Yeah, it isn't that good. Yeah. Anyways, Conjuring.
Yeah.
We got Janet who becomes possessed.
Yeah.
And we got the Warrens who don't want to do it anymore because Lorraine saw the nun.
See, this is all the stuff that is the not really from the story stuff. Because they were like, oh yeah, there's probably a demon at Enfield, but it wasn't phallic. I think in an interview someone said that.
Okay. Because Valak doesn't exist.
Well, Valak is a demon from the from Solomonic magic. Okay, so this goes into a lot of Solomonic magic and like old school Christian magics and shit like that.
Yeah.
And basically the concept is that if you know a demon's name, you have power over it, and you can do rituals to call upon it to do work for you. Valak specifically, if I remember right, is used to like find missing objects and shit like that.
Okay.
This is all weird Solomonic magic shit. But yeah, Valak is technically a real demon, if we want to say that.
Okay. What is Solomonic magic?
It's a type of magic that supposedly dates back to the days of King Solomon, where King Solomon enslaved 50 demons. I think it was 50 or 60. It is a number of demons to do his will. So you can use those magical circles to do rituals and call on those demons to do work for you.
Wow. So what would that demon do for this family then?
I think find missing objects?
Find missing objects to make money or something?
That's the thing, is I'm like...
Right.
Also, traditionally... Valak is the Marquis of Snakes. It is usually portrayed as a baby with a snake.
Okay.
So, weird shit. I don't know.
Okay.
Again, you don't have to put stock in it.
Right.
I don't always put a lot of stock in that. It's just stuff that's fun to learn about.
Sure.
But that's where Valak comes from,
Yeah.
or the name Valak, I guess, because I don't really get a lot of the nun stuff. I guess I do, because it's supposed to be like, oh, it's showing up as a insult to the Catholicism or whatever. I think there's a lot going on in this movie.
There is.
As far as the themes.
Yeah, there's a lot of subplots.
And the subplots.
Yeah.
This is one of those movies where I'm like, this ties a lot of stuff into each other.
Yes.
Because this movie, the movie that came out immediately after this, I think it was literally 2017, was Annabelle Creation.
Yes.
Annabelle Creation, the end of, like, did you watch all the way to the end, like through the credits?
Yeah.
And they have the little scene at the end where it shows Valak walking through the corridor and the candles going out as she's walking by.
Sure did.
I remember when people were like, oh man, I saw the trailer for The Nun. That's the scariest shit I've ever seen. And I remember seeing it and being like, that's it? Man, these people are fucking idiots. Like,
And we saw it opening night.
horror fans are dumb.
I know. We are at times. We're not more modern horror fans though.
No, we got
class.
We got some shit under our belt.
We do.
I don't take you seriously if you haven't watched at least like 10 movies I haven't heard of.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah. So The Conjuring. Yeah, Conjuring 2.
Yeah. What you got?
What do I got for the good?
I mean,
Plot-wise,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just basically it's Janet and the house become possessed, and Ed and Lorraine don't want to do anything,
yeah.
but they do want to help, so they go out to England
Yeah.
at Christmas time. And then they didn't believe it, then they did believe it at the end. Yep. Because it's been haunting Ed and Lorraine's dreams.
See, I've heard that the entire purpose of this movie is the entire theme of this movie is Christianity is real and you should have faith in Christianity.
Sure.
I kind of just see it as more general faith. Like, not even faith, just like belief almost. It's
I
like,
agree.
this whole movie is about believing people or trusting people. Like, just that.
That's it.
Because it's very much like Lorraine will be like, wait, have faith in me, like, trust me, to Ed.
Yes.
And like the whole thing, it feels very like cheesy almost.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but it's
Faith and family, that's what it is. Yeah.
faith and family. It's the concept behind all these movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, because obviously the family gets separated, tormented. The father's no longer around.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had twins with the lady down the road.
That was my favorite part. He's like, so there's no chance of reconciliation. She's like, he had twins with the lady down the road, and he goes, I'll take that as a no then.
Yeah. I can't imagine that Ed actually said that in real life.
I don't know. He was a weird guy.
Could be.
He could have said that. He did have a habit of pissing people off now and then.
He did. Yeah. I think for the good, they have a lot of good scenes.
Yes.
I think one of the creepiest scenes I think in horror is the one where Lorraine and Judy both fall asleep, or Lorraine falls asleep and Judy sees the nun down the hallway. She goes, "Mom, what is that?"
Who is that?
Then you see Valak, the nun, walking by. It's like, holy shit.
Also, there are several points in this movie where Valak is spelled out in the background.
Yes. It is very cool. That's one of those panoramic shots you gotta read. Yep.
Like, there's one point where there's, like, some kind of ornamentation in the window, and it says Valak.
Yep.
And then there's, like, the letter thing
Yeah, that's
on the
specific.
bookshelf
Yeah,
where
that's
it's, like, VALAK.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really, I think that's one of the best scenes in modern horror, if you ask me.
I think the one I always think of when I, is... I mean, I love the Bill scenes because, I remember I, prepared for this movie when it came out. I was like, oh, I want to find out more about this haunting because I don't know a lot about it. So I went really in depth. Learned as much as I could.
Right. What did you learn?
I mean, just about all the Bill stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I found a lot of that old footage from the Lorraine, from the Ed and Lorraine footage that they had on YouTube or around with this case specifically.
Right.
They had entire sections of the interview between Ed and Bill.
Okay.
And that's how I recognized it so much at the end. As I was like, oh, I know, I remember this. I've listened to this.
Right.
Yep.
Cool. What about some other good scenes for you, Johnny?
Well, we talked about the one where she turns into Bill and then turns back. That was cool.
Yeah. The Crooked Man scene is cool.
Oh, yeah, the Crooked Man.
Yep.
Yeah, Javier Botet knocks it out of the park.
He does.
I saw they have an entire behind the scenes thing where they showed him getting into makeup for the Crooked Man part and everything. That man always looks like he's 5 days away from dying.
Yeah, he doesn't look healthy.
His arms are this big around.
Yeah.
It's so scary,
I know. He's a very thin man.
He is. But I guess it's natural. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a weird-looking guy.
Yeah. He seems very friendly every time I see him in behind-the-scenes stuff, though.
Right.
He's very playful and silly.
Right.
I like that.
Sure.
But yeah, knocked it out of the park. They did something with the way that the movie shot, though, where they made all of the scenes that he's in look CG.
Very much so.
And I don't know if it's because they put layers on top of him with CG or something like that, but in the behind the scenes stuff, they literally showed him in the full outfit. The only thing they changed a little bit was his face, because I think they had an idea for the Crooked Man's face and they changed it because the mask that he's wearing looks very different from what the final face looks like.
Right. Okay.
Because it's literally got eyes and a little mouth thing and stuff, and I'm like, that's not the face.
Right.
So I think they changed the face in CG.
Okay.
Or in post.
Right.
And maybe that's why it looks kind of CG, or maybe it's just the angle and some of the stuff they did with it, or
Could be.
Maybe they digitally edited some fucking thing that made it look shiny in weird places. I don't know.
Could be. Yeah.
But the point is, it looked really creepy when he was doing all of it in person, and the whole time I felt like it didn't look as creepy in the movie because it just looks like a CG nightmare.
Right. That is a cool scene too.
Yeah.
They're in the family's house. The other family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that they showed him doing was when he goes in, he goes through the door when the dog rings the bell, and they have the part where he turns into the dog. It's the part where he throws the umbrella out and trips the kid, and they showed him doing that. I was like, oh god,
love it.
Actually tripped that kid.
I think it was Billy, wasn't it? Wasn't that the one, the stutter, or was it?
I don't remember their names.
Yeah, because I know Billy's the one with the boy with the stutter.
I think it was him.
Yeah. I do like the cast of this movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Characters are cool.
I feel like you care about the kids in this one a little bit more.
Yeah. They're great kids.
Yeah.
They're a family that's obviously separated with their father not being there. Single mom. And
I don't know if we needed a scene of Patrick Wilson playing guitar and singing Elvis, but
I mean, it added to the family feeling.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's really. I mean, I think that's what it was made for.
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously Lorraine looking on he's a good father for Judy. Knowing that they'll probably always be together.
Yep.
Yeah. Because that's what they kind of talk about too with Janet and Lorraine when they're swinging on the swing set.
Yep.
How they were meant to be together. And then when Ed's fixing the pipes, he talks about Lorraine. And
they have that scene where it's I finally found someone who would understand me.
Yeah.
And you know what I did? And she's like, you married him? And he's like, so you have heard this story before.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels so much like a fucking Hallmark movie.
Doesn't it, though? Doesn't it? Yeah, great. No, I think scenes like that are kind of add to the story.
I feel like they add. This is a Christmas movie. As much as people are probably like, nah, it's not a Christmas. This is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I mean,
it's got all the Christmas vibes.
Yeah,
it has all the Christmas.
Yeah.
It takes place during Christmas. It's got Christmas vibes.
Yeah.
We got Patrick Stewart singing guitar.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's great.
Yeah.
No, it's Christmas. This is just Christmas, and it feels goofy like Christmas.
It does.
We're gonna have
a lighter feel with that.
Yeah.
A lighter feel with that. Yeah.
And honestly, I found this one very entertaining. Mm-hmm. Both in the theater and every time I've watched it outside of it. Yeah. I like this one a lot.
I do too. I think this one is. I think this one is better than the first one.
Yes.
Yeah, I do. I like the Valak scenes.
Yeah.
I really do. That whole scene when
what's her name?
Lorraine is sleeping. I think that whole scene is fantastic.
Yep. I saw an interview with Dead Meat interviewed the actress. I forget her name.
Yeah. Bonnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonnie.
Bonnie
something.
Yeah.
But yeah, she seems lovely. Mm-hmm. She was
striking features.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect for the night.
I saw someone. It felt so mean, but it was like also kind of funny. Where it was like, someone just commented on something that she was in and said like, it's like someone turned the sliders on a character slider all the way up on everything. She's like so incredibly beautiful, but also so incredibly ugly at the same time.
Yeah.
And I was like,
her face is very striking.
Yeah, she's got like a very
pointy
unique
nose,
face.
Pointy nose, pointy cheeks.
Yeah. But she seems like such a lovely person.
I would imagine she is.
Like one of my favorite interviews that I've seen.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'll have to watch that.
Her and oh shit, what's her name? From Insidious.
Oh, you're talking about Lynn?
Yeah. Yeah. She seems lovely too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Wes Craven. She was always in a lot of Wes Craven movies.
Yeah. Wasn't she in
She was in the original Nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the teacher.
Yeah. She was in a lot of stuff. Because I think she was in Dumb and Dumber too.
Was she?
One of these two was,
okay.
I think.
Okay.
But I don't remember what role they played.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of good scares.
Yes.
Yep.
I think the scares in this one are better than the scares in the first one.
Yeah, I do too.
Man, so many people are just like, oh yeah, the first Conjuring, it's the scariest movie ever made. And it's like, you haven't watched fucking horror movies. Goofy fucking people, man. I think these are great.
The scariest horror movie ever made was The Well.
The Canal.
The Canal.
I hated that movie.
I did too.
No, you liked it. You told me to watch that.
The Canal?
Yes.
Which one is that again?
I think it takes place in London, and this guy's wife dies, and she was cheating on him or something, and they're doing like some kind of investigation, and the whole time I'm like, this is fucking dumb.
Could have been.
You know what we rewatched recently? Lake Mungo.
Did you really? Oh, the Aussie one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good one.
Yeah. Yeah, Lake Mungo. We watched that for movie night.
Well, I remember you watching it and you were like so mad at it the whole time.
I was very disappointed in that movie.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
But
people talked it up.
You've turned on it now?
I don't know. I haven't watched it since.
I would recommend it. It's good.
Second watch is better?
I mean, now you know the twist at the end, so yeah, probably.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I can watch it again.
We're not going to talk about Lake Mungo right now.
No, we're talking about Conjuring too.
Go watch Lake Mungo. Maybe at some point we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we will sometime. We're going to cover every movie, John.
Yeah, every movie.
Yep.
Even Star Wars.
Lovely. I can't wait for our October.
Did we decide on that?
Yes.
What did we decide?
The guy there that we met at...
Oh, we do have...
what's his face?
We have a Christopher Mim
marathon.
Christopher Mim.
Yeah.
The Mimathon.
The Mimathon. We'll have to watch that together because I do not have any one of those movies.
We're gonna have to go to his Mimathon when we go.
Yep, in October.
Yeah.
Yep. Can't wait.
Oh, that's gonna be a treat.
I'm looking forward to the gum one.
Oh, I really wanted to see that.
Yeah, I know.
I want to see. Oh man, what the fuck is this new movie called that's premiering at
Oh my
Mimathon?
god, I can't remember. It's so fucking long though.
Oh my god.
title.
I think it's called like three girls find a gun and become vampires, or three bad girls find a gun and become vampires, or something like that.
Something like
It's gonna be so fucking wild.
Right.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
But
I'm excited for those movies.
The
those
Giant
random
Spider was
movies.
really good.
It was.
That's
That was a funny fucking movie.
I was so shocked. Anyway, watch Christopher Mims movies if you can. Go and give to his fucking whatever it is.
He's a more local guy.
He is a little more local. He does small budget movies.
Yep.
He's from Minnesota.
Yep.
Cool guy.
Yep.
Would recommend.
Yep. What was the name of that? What was the name of that festival that we? What was the name of that?
Schlock the Block.
Schlock the Block. That was it.
We were gonna film on it.
Yeah.
At some point, but we decided to do this instead.
Right. That was before Schlock the Block that we thought about this though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I know at one point we were talking about filming on Schlock the Block, and then we were like, well, we have to do this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what are we going to do? Talk about the Beast of Yucca Flats for however long? I don't know. Anyway, tell me about the good.
Good?
Yeah.
Scenes? I think there's a lot of good horror scenes in this.
Oh.
This feels more like a horror movie than any of the others.
Maybe.
Yep, I do. It just has that utter dread at times.
I think this one does a much better job of feeling so fucking hopeless
Oh, it does.
at times.
Yes, and that's why that hallmarky shit is needed at times.
Yeah.
You know, that hokey, cheesy shit, but it's needed because this movie is very dark.
Not as dark as Annabelle. Annabelle, it felt like it just kept being dark.
Oh, that movie
and
just
then
sucks.
It was
It goes
dark and it
nowhere.
sucks and it goes nowhere.
Because they didn't know how to build in that movie. In this movie, they knew how to build.
Yeah.
Because you had to have a crescendo, and the crescendo was them believing, figuring it out in the end.
Yeah, I liked that.
In terms of the last half hour of the movie, they were basically going to come back to the States, and then they realized that they were playing a big fucking hoax on them, so, you know, Valak was entwined with Bill.
Mm-hmm. Well, Valak was controlling Bill. Because that's the thing. I think in the real story, they said there wasn't actually... They didn't view it as a demon haunting, a demonic haunting. They viewed it as like an actual haunting.
Okay.
Or if it was... Or, no, because it was actually physically interacting, and ghosts, like departed spirits, don't have the ability to physically interact.
Nope. Nope.
What are you looking at, the dog?
Yeah, you were tapping on the table. I thought she was going to bark. No. Johnny. Oh, John. No, come here. Yeah, so I just think it's an overall a better movie than one of the. I think this is probably the best movie in the Conjuring universe. This and Annabelle Comes Home.
I really like the third one, but yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I mean this just kind of brings me back to when I really enjoyed horror at this time of my life. You know, 2016. This is when really horror to me started becoming even more enjoyable.
This was in the middle of the horror renaissance, kind of.
Yes.
Because this was the same year, I think, that we got Get Out.
Yep.
And this is when... I think this is around the time when elevated horror started to get thrown around, a term that I fucking hate because...
I don't even know what that means.
It doesn't mean anything.
I don't even know what that means. I've never heard that before.
You haven't? No. Elevated horror, or prestige horror. That's another term that they threw around. But, like, the entire concept was like, oh, it's horror, but it has a meaning behind it. And it's like...
It's horror.
That's literally horror. That's literally what it is.
That's been how it has been.
Yeah. Like, what do you think the stuff is? It's giant social commentary about how capitalism is bad.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah. Right.
Oh man!
And how hippies are bad, and like Friday the 13th. Kind of hippies. Like younger teens and older teens. They're bad.
Friday the 13th is more, or Nightmare on Elm Street.
What's that?
Did you say Nightmare on Elm Street?
Friday the 13th.
Oh,
yeah. I didn't say Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, I was like, well, Nightmare on Elm Street is actually more about how it's more about like a sins of the father type thing.
Yeah. And the Burbs getting away with murder.
Yeah.
In which they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. We should talk about The Burbs.
Oh, yeah, the one with Tom Hanks. I like that movie.
I love The Burbs.
Yep. That's a fun movie.
Speaking of George Wendt.
I know,
rest
he
in
just
peace,
died. Man. Yeah, we just talked about fucking House.
I know, I love House.
I know.
We gotta do House.
We do.
I mean, only the first 2 movies are good, but
Did we do House on Twitch or no?
No.
No, we didn't.
I think we talked about doing... No, we talked about House because it was part of our movies to recommend.
Yep.
Recommended movies for Halloween.
Yep. That's what I thought.
And I think House got recommended both years
Yeah,
by different people.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's fun. It's a fun film.
House is so good. It's such a
fun
good
film.
Halloween movie.
It's a fun film.
And like way darker than you'd expect for a comedic horror movie.
Yeah, it's definitely a black comedy.
It scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Because that scene where like they're hiding, like they're waiting for the thing to come out of the closet.
Sure.
And like that monster that comes out of there, that scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Because my grandparents had just shown me Pumpkinhead.
Oh my god, that's Jesus Christ. Wild.
Love Pumpkinhead.
Oh, that's such a bad movie.
That's a great movie.
Oh.
That's Stan Winston.
I know. I haven't watched it since the first time I saw it.
Really? We need to watch Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, good.
Now, I think there are 5 of them.
Oh, God.
Pumpkinhead 2 is okay. The rest are bad.
You watch it. Nope.
It's a pretty steep drop off.
I would imagine.
Like House.
I would imagine.
This House 1 is really good. House 2, pretty
we
good.
talked about House 1, 2, 3, and 4, didn't we?
No. Wait, like on
No.
stream?
No.
No. We didn't talk about it for on our show.
I didn't think so. Okay.
I know we have thrown it around for Halloween time, though.
Yeah, but we got MIMS now.
Yeah.
We got 5 MIMS.
Do we have 5 weeks of Halloween this year?
No.
Oh.
Can't afford. We can start it in end of September.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I'll probably end up getting more Christopher Mim movies when we go to Mimathon, so...
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Sav ever say about that?
She did not care.
No?
No.
Well, good.
She was like, oh, you supported a local guy.
Good.
That's cool.
Good. And we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's a big guy for the drive-ins, too.
Yep.
Yep. Support your local drive-ins.
Support your local drive-ins.
We need to go to that. We need to go to the one here, right near me.
Is it near here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Field
yeah.
of Scenes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to go to that.
Yeah, definitely.
They never have any of the schlocky films, though.
Really?
They always have the bigger ones.
Like what?
Like the theatrical releases.
Oh, like what gets released in theaters now?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I want to see that.
Yeah. I always like to see the schlocky films, though.
Yeah.
But they don't have
the ones
any
that
of
are like
those
made
there.
for drive-ins.
Yeah, they don't have any of those there. No.
It is what it is.
Yep. Yeah, so they got usually what they do, they show like a family film, kind of like one of those movies that are at the theater. Mm-hmm. Like an Elio that's coming out for DreamWorks and Pixar, and then they'll have like a more modern movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll have like themes.
Oh.
Like one time it was like golf themed. It was like Caddyshack and like Happy Gilmore and.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. No, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 45 minutes from you.
What's the bad?
I don't have anything for the bad. I don't think so. I mean,
I think it's kind of corny.
It's needed. That's needed for this film. To show that family's needed.
Yeah.
Yep. And they don't have a father. They don't have a male presence in their life.
Yeah. It's kind of corny. Yeah. And I know there are a lot of jokes about like, oh, look at Ed like singing love songs to children or whatever, but whatever, fuck it.
Okay, one of Elvis' best songs. And they loved Elvis. That's one of his best songs. I Cannot Falling in Love with You. That's one of his best songs. And he's saying it because Lorraine was there too.
Yeah. He literally looks at her.
Yes. Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, and she's gazing into his eyes.
They're looking at each other's
It's fine.
eyes.
I don't think I really have anything. I don't have anything for the ugly either.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything for the ugly.
No, I don't.
But
Themes, symbols.
I mean, we talked about it a lot.
Yeah, a lot of family themes, faith themes. I think there's a lot of themes where it could be a kid trying to fool other people, but
I think there's a
truly
way.
happening.
I think there's a way to look at this movie where you could be like, this is a movie about a Catholic woman being haunted by Catholicism
Good.
because
Yep.
Lorraine is literally being haunted by a nun.
Yep.
That is a demon.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Which that's something I like just thought of now that I was like, oh, well, that's interesting.
What's that?
Oh, just the concept of a Catholic woman being haunted by a Catholic.
Not only that, too. I mean, they bring that up too. I know with Catholicism, I mean, divorce is a very bad thing.
Yeah.
And she's probably going to divorce her husband.
Mm.
You know, that's
Well, I mean,
that's ugly in the eyes of Catholicism.
To be fair, in Catholicism, my understanding is it's only in cases that aren't infidelity. Infidelity is generally like...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know. No idea.
But I could be wrong. I'm not Catholic.
Neither one. No clue. Yeah. Final thoughts?
Watch the...
Yeah. Oh, for
Just
sure.
marathon the Conjuring movies.
Yeah, this is on
Skip
HBO.
all the
This is on
fucking
HBO
spin-offs,
Max.
man.
It's on HBO Max.
All three of them are. Yeah. Go marathon all three Conjuring movies.
Why not? Go watch them.
And ignore all these fucking spin-offs. Because
Yeah, some of them are not good.
some of them aren't good.
No.
The ones that are good, you kind of have to watch the bad ones to get.
You do. You
Well, Annabelle
Yeah.
Comes Home, maybe you don't need to.
do. Yeah, I think you kind of do.
I don't think so, because it takes place fully after everything. So, like, Annabelle Comes Home, to me, all you really have to watch are the other Conjuring movies, because they talk about the Annabelle story throughout that.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
So, watch the three, and then Annabelle Comes Home.
Right.
I would recommend that. That's how you should do that.
Yeah. Final thoughts is I think the end is very, very fitting. Red walks through the house blind.
Yeah.
Yep. You know.
I did like it.
Yep.
A little bit of symbolism.
Yep. It did. Got a lot of it. Yeah, but yeah, give it a watch. Yeah. Any other final thoughts?
You know what? Fuck this movie.
Well then.
No,
No,
nothing.
it's a great movie. Great movie. Yeah. It's a fun time period in terms of a lot of good music.
Yeah.
Yep. Got the Bee Gees. That is a very underrated Bee Gees song, by the way.
Oh.
I think that is one of their best songs.
Yeah.
Fun to joke.
I like the Bee Gees.
Good Clash song.
I do like the Clash.
Yeah.
I was really worried because at first I was like, oh man, is that Morrissey? But no, it's not the Smiths. It's the Clash.
Yep. It's Clash. Yep. Yep. All right.
Because Morrissey is a fucking scumbag.
Yeah, he is. He is. Fuck him.
Yeah. Fuck
No
him.
horse he rode in on. Fuck him too.
And whatever horse he rode in on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks everybody. Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. Fuck everyone.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck Morrissey.
Sure. All right, Let's take a break. Thanks everyone.